gotta believe.
Good day, everybody out there in Rider Nation. How's everybody doing today after that beating we took last night? Man, I had a hard time sleeping. I don't know where we go from here, folks. I really don't. A lot of people are saying fire Dickinson, fire Dickinson. Well, that's not the answer. With this day and age, with Ambrosie's rule, with coaches' salary cap, you don't have much room for moves mid-season. I think it's one of the stupidest rules he's ever put in. You gotta pay your coaches. They don't get paid much as it is, and then they put a cap on it, and in some ways it protects coaches from getting sacked. I listened to Dicky at the press conference after the game, and he says the same old things. That's what pisses me off. We gotta watch the game film, see where we made our mistakes, and improve on it. We gotta get stronger. You know, these are all cliches. You know, they're not learning from their mistakes, especially the O-line. Like, the O-line absolutely sucks. And I've made excuses for the O-line, and they're legitimate. You know, like, we got Blake in, and we had Hawkins, and, you know, Godbar was out. You know, they tried to bring in guys, but, you know, none of them worked out, and we got all these injuries on the O-line right off the bat. That didn't help one bit. But that being said, they've got to learn from their mistakes, like Dicky said. Hey, it's unbelievable the mistakes they make. Like, it seems if the defense fakes a blitz or is blitzing, or they drop one guy off and blitz another guy, the offensive line constantly screws up. They don't even block one of the players. You know, they don't even get blocked. You know, you got 5 guys there, and there's 5 guys coming. You gotta figure out which one's your guy. But so many times, they don't even block a guy. One guy takes 2 guys, the other guy stands around with his finger up his ass. That's just pathetic. Like, you'll never get a running game going that way either, the way they're blocking. You know, we're getting pushed right off the line of scrimmage. There's so many plays we don't have a chance. Not one chance. Like, when you come up, you're in shotgun, and you're seeing they got 7 guys in the box. Even if they don't rush them all, they're coming with somebody, obviously. And so you have to change the play. You can't run it. You know, like, we run it and go nowhere. You know, maybe that's the play calling. Like I say, I'm stumped. It's completely ridiculous sometimes. But our short yardage play calling and execution are just pathetic. You know, and we're 2nd and 2. We might as well be 2nd and 10. You know, we got no plays. They'll jam the line of scrimmage and we'll still run the ball. Or we'll throw it to the side, not even 2 yards deep, and there's 2 guys covering them. You know, there's got to be better plays than what we're doing. You know, I know we've got different quarterbacks in there, and fine, we're starting to do half decent. We lose them, but, you know, it doesn't seem like the receivers and the quarterback are on the same page when they're running patterns. It's a debacle. no wide open players. Like, I'll show you one there that when we're second and 2, they've got the line of scrimmage jammed. If he just pulled the ball, faked it, and chucked it, Baines was wide open, not a soul on him. You know, you've got to change up the play at the line of scrimmage when you see that happening. I don't know if they're giving him the option. Like, that's the problem. You can complain and bitch all you want about a play, but you really don't know what the play was and who was supposed to do what, which they can do that in the film. And they just don't seem to be correcting any of these mistakes. You know, Dickinson, we're gonna have to look at the film and correct his mistakes. Well, do it already. Like, it's the same thing over and over and over, game after game. Even when we win, you know, we got the same problems. We're lucky to win. You know, we could be, you know, no wins easily, very easily. And I said over and over, if you don't have an offense and defensive line, you're screwed. You're screwed. Back to the coaching and getting fired. Who are they going to bring in at this time of year? No, you know, nobody's going to let you be any good to fill a position. And then they say, move Shivers into the head coaching position. Come on. At least he's coaching the best part of our team, the defense. Leave it alone. I think it is what it is. This isn't the time to be revolving door in the coach's position. Too little too late for that. You know, he knows his fate. Dickinson knows his fate if he doesn't get some sort of a team going by the end of the season. It's crazy. It was bloody heartbreaking watching them perform last night. Like, I know the short week is a bad thing for any team, but the CFL has to do something about it. You shouldn't have a team traveling from east to west and have the short week. Like, they shouldn't be traveling and going on a short week a long distance. Like, there's no reason for it. These stadiums, it's not like they're competing with a whole bunch of other people who use these stadiums. Can't see why it's so hard to make a schedule that doesn't have a bye week where a team has to travel from east to west. It's crazy. Even cuts your practice down way more. The running game, we just don't seem to be able to establish anything. We actually got a bit of running yards. He broke a few, and then our draft pick there, kind of like that guy. He's got some good size, and he broke one pretty good with it. It was a decent play. But most of our running plays, you know, when they're handing the ball off, it looks like it's slow motion. It actually looks like slow motion, and looks like you're actually doing a draw play, and you're not. It's supposed to be a quick hitter, and we're quick hitting 2 seconds behind the pace. It just looks like slow motion, and they're already blocked every hole in the line to go through. It's just pathetic. And then Dickinson with his challenge, you know, he was trying to get the offense going. The guy did actually. Hi. Hello, buddy. The guy actually, Montreal guy actually did clip Baines' arm, but I don't know what he challenged, if it's pass interference. Illegal contact downfield it was. So I don't know, maybe he got to challenge the right call, but it was illegal contact downfield, because he just nicked his arm and turned him a bit, which is supposed to be pass interference. But the trouble was, the ball was well overthrown. So as soon as I seen that, I said, I don't think they're gonna call that one for us. And sure as hell it didn't get called. Yeah. Piling up all the stupid challenge calls, that's for sure. I said before the game. Oh, that was one thing I said before the game about Cody for sure playing. That's one of the reasons I make these videos, to see how wrong I am sometimes. I'm so damn wrong on that one, I couldn't believe it. I just can't believe they didn't start Cody. And it looked like a bright move at this point. You know, they knew Evans they were gonna run the ball, and they still got driven right off the line of scrimmage. You know, it's crazy. And they had one play was so well executed, their screen pass. That was so well done. We were just like chickens with their heads cut off after. They had 2-3 blockers in front of that guy, you know, the Fletcher, and they knew they were going to run the ball, and we couldn't even stop that. Oh well. BC's next, and it's not going to get any easier. At least that's home, and we get a long rest. These guys need a long rest after that beating it. They have to try to shrug this one off, which will be hard to do. They just got actually mauled and manhandled and beat to the ground, basically. It was an embarrassing loss. There was some lack of effort. Like, I don't know about Dolegala's first interception. Well, he only threw one, but it was to Alouettes. And Alouettes cut across the middle and stopped. Like, and Dolegala let him. So there was some mix-up in the play, because if he'd have continued on his way, he would have cracked him right on the run. That guy cuts right in front and interception. There was a mix-up in the play there somehow. And Dolegala, he was my favorite, but what can you do with that O-line though? You can't do much. Gonna have to design different plays. Like, he had some really good, he gets rid of the ball good, and he's got that good arm, but some of his long passes, you've got to at least throw them where the guy has a bit of a chance. You can't just throw them away, waste the play. That's just downright depressing when you see that. At least give the guy some sort of chance to catch the ball. And he's got to learn to hold onto that ball. That's the second time in 2 games that he dropped the ball and they've gotten a touchdown. That's a big no-no for a quarterback. Big no-no. You gotta hold onto that ball no matter what. And he's not the best at quarterback sneaks. You'd think it'd be easy for him being so tall. Get a little bit of push and flop over the line. It's enough for a first down. I don't know why they're not using Hickson either. I think it's probably because of the ratio problem. My thinking anyway. I don't know if he's hurt or not. Talking about hurt, you know, even if Dolegala went down, I think Patterson, he's got a knee problem. That's one of the reasons why he's not been used in short yardage. You know, he's our 3rd quarterback and he's hurting too. So what do you do now? You're on your 3rd backup and your other backup's got a sore knee. I don't know how bad it is, but obviously bad enough that you didn't play him. Yeah, I don't know, folks. I don't know. Riders are in trouble. If they can't do anything with that offensive line, it's going to be a big struggle all season, all the rest of the season. And it'll be hard to press to get any wins. Every team's getting better, including Edmonton. Calgary's moving up, getting better too. We seem to be going the opposite way. And if we can't improve the O-line, I don't see any hope at all. They've got to make the plays to give the quarterback some time. and establish some sort of a running game. That's pretty bleak right now, but maybe they were just completely tired and out of it, but I don't take that as an excuse. You know, a day off, they get 3 days off. Basically, they don't do anything to travel day and only have 1 day of practice on the short weeks, which is not good. Don't get to see what's actually much film on the other team. Anyway, about all I got to say for now. And I'll put a video up here later in the week. I'm gonna go show you what I'm talking about with this line, how they're blocking and how they don't block. Fine, he did miss early, you know. Is he the answer? I wasn't really super pleased with Fine's play. He was getting better, but you know, that don't mean much. Give him some more time, but now he's gonna be out how long for this hamstring. And Gallo, the guy I liked, is in there, so I can't bitch. And he hasn't really shown me much yet, but it's early. Maybe if he can take all the snaps at practice this week and can have a hell of a game against Edmonton, against BC. At least we play them at home, and no excuses. It's a pretty long week and lots of time to prepare. As Dicky said, and keeps saying, we'll look at the game film and try to improve on our mistakes. There's too many mistakes. And get stronger, get tougher. They went with the same lineup. I don't know, is that the thing to do? Maybe we got to start moving some of these guys up and rotating some different guys in there. See if we can get a combination that works. But an old line, there isn't much there to pick from, really. Bunch of rookies. The only hope is maybe you could find some NFL guy cuts that are willing to come up here and play. By the time you get them up to speed, damn season's over anyway. Right now, I really can't see us making the playoffs. And the East is actually looking stronger than the West this season, so maybe it'll be a laugh and they'll get a position in the West playoffs. Who the hell knows at this point? I'll still be cheering for my Riders no matter what, up or lose or win. That's my team to cheer for, and all you can hope for is a better day the next one. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, really helps me out, and comment down below. Maybe I'm missing something. What the hell do we need to do, folks? What do we need to do? I'll think of more stuff. I can't really think of what the answer is right now, except for that old line. Without an old line, we're not going too far this season, and that's the way it's looking. And if it continues this way, we'll be looking at a whole new setup next year. They'll want O'Day gone, and they'll want Dickinson gone, and I wouldn't be against that one bit. Gotta reshuffle. Too late to do it now, but it'll happen next season, that's for damn sure, if this continues on. The only hope he has is if he can squeak into the playoffs and make a run in the playoffs, and even at that, it might be a hard sell to keep him. Anyway, till next time, go Riders, go.